All right, listeners, ready to reach for the sky? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the world of crane technicians.
And not just any deep dive.
Nope. This one's all about prepping you for that big interview.
So you can totally ace it.
Exactly. And you've come to the right place. You shared some seriously awesome resources with us.
From RoleCatcher.
Yes. They're a career guide and the interview guide.
It's like having a VIP pass to the world of crane operations.
Seriously. And the best part, RoleCatcher doesn't just give you info. It uses AI to help tailor your application. But more on that later.
We've got lots to cover.
So let's get started. Before we jump into the interview questions, let's set the scene for our listener. What exactly does a crane technician do?
Okay, so picture this.
I love a good visual.
You're on a massive construction site.
Yeah.
Surrounded by, all the sounds, the clanging metal.
Whirring engines.
Yeah, and towering above it all.
A magnificent crane.
Exactly, a testament to engineering.
And you're the one making sure that giant operates flawlessly.
Smoothly, safely, and efficiently.
You're assembling components, installing these intricate control systems.
And you might even be doing the final assembly right there on site.
It's like being the conductor of a mechanical orchestra.
I like that.
But it's not just about building these giants.
Right.
There's a whole other side, keeping them running in tip-top shape.
Exactly. Crane technicians are also the maintenance and repair experts.
Keeping those cranes in peak operating condition.
They're the problem solvers, the troubleshooters.
The ones who keep those projects moving forward.
It's a demanding role, but so rewarding.
Okay, we've painted the picture. The job sounds incredible, but now comes the interview. How do you convince those hiring managers that you are the crane whisperer they've been looking for?
That's where RoleCatcher's interview guide comes in. It's jam-packed with questions tailored specifically for crane technicians, so you'll get a sneak peek at what those interviewers are really looking for.
And don't worry, we're going to break down those questions one by one.
Give you insider tips.
Yes, to help you craft answers that will make you stand out from the competition.
Exactly. Think of us as your personal interview coaches.
Right here in your earbuds. Or you ready to tackle some questions?
Do it.
All right. The interview guide says, a common question is, what inspired you to pursue a career as a crane technician? How do you approach this? It seems pretty straightforward.
It might seem simple, but this is your chance to really showcase your passion for this field. Don't just say, oh, I like working with my hands, or it seemed like a good career.
Right.
Dig deeper. What truly sparked your interest? Was it a childhood fascination with construction sites?
Maybe.
The intricate mechanics of these machines? Or maybe the problem solving?
The challenge of troubleshooting complex systems.
Exactly.
So it's about connecting your inspiration to specific elements of the job.
Yes.
Like instead of just saying, I'm a problem solver, you could talk about how you love the challenge of, diagnosing and repairing those intricate hydraulic systems.
Absolutely. Show them you've thought about this. You're not just in it for the paycheck. You're genuinely interested.
Right. And that passion, I feel like it would be contagious, leaving a lasting impression on those interviewers.
Definitely.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. Can you walk me through your experience with crane maintenance and repair?
Here they want more than just a list of tasks you've done. They want to hear about your hands-on experience.
The challenges you've overcome, the skills you've developed?
Right. Think about specific projects you've worked on, problems you've solved, or times when you had to get creative.
Think outside the box.
Yes, to get that crane back up and running.
So instead of just saying, I've performed routine maintenance on cranes, you can talk about a time when you had to troubleshoot a really tricky electrical problem on a tower crane. Maybe you were under pressure.
Yeah, and how you diagnosed and fixed it.
Give them a glimpse into your problem-solving process.
Show them you can think critically and apply your knowledge.
Because it's not just about what you know, it's how you've used that knowledge in real-world situations.
Right, it's about showing them you're competent and resourceful.
Someone they can trust to handle whatever comes their way.
Definitely.
This feels like a great opportunity for our listeners to really think back on their work history and identify those hero moments.
Yeah.
The ones that demonstrate their skills.
Those are the stories that make you memorable.
Exactly.
And show your value.
Okay, moving on to a question that is so critical in this line of work. How do you ensure that cranes are in compliance with safety regulations and standards?
This is where you show your unwavering commitment to safety. Cranes have inherent risks, and interviewers need to know that you take safety protocols very seriously. Mention specific regulations you're familiar with, like OSHA standards, and how you apply them in your work.
So it's not enough to just say, I follow all safety regulations.
No,
You need to show them, those rules inside and out.
and that you live and breathe safety on every job site.
You could say something like, I'm well-versed in OSHA 1926 Subpart CC, which covers crane and derrick safety, and I always make sure to conduct thorough pre-shift inspections, adhere to load limits, and maintain clear communication with the rigging crew.
Yes, perfect example.
It's about being proactive.
Right.
And speaking of proactive, the next question in the guide is, how do you troubleshoot and diagnose problems with cranes?
This is where those problem-solving skills really come into play.
It's like you're a mechanical detective,
I like that.
carefully analyzing clues to figure out what's wrong with this malfunctioning crane.
Exactly. Walk the interviewers through your process from, observing those initial symptoms to systematically testing components until you pinpoint the root cause.
Don't be afraid to share an example of a particularly challenging problem you solved.
Yeah.
Like if you once saved the day by diagnosing a faulty hydraulic valve that was causing some erratic movements.
Yes, that's a great example.
Explain how you approached the problem
What steps you
and how your solution got that crane back in operation.
safely and efficiently.
It's about making those technical details come alive.
Yes.
Show them you're not just a walking textbook,
Right.
but a skilled technician who can think on their feet and get things done.
Absolutely.
Okay, before we move on to more questions, I want to touch on something super important for crane technicians. Staying ahead of the curve. How do you stay updated on the latest crane technology and advancements?
Show them you're committed to continuous learning. Mention industry publications you follow, professional organizations you're a part of, or online forums where you engage with other technicians.
So instead of just saying, I read industry magazines, you could mention specific publications.
Right, like Cranes Today?
Or American Cranes and Transport.
Yes. And maybe talk about a recent article that caught your eye, something about the latest tech.
Like the growing use of telematics?
Or new materials that are changing crane designs.
It's about showing that you're actively seeking out new knowledge, that you're
Yeah.
passionate about staying on the cutting edge.
Because the industry is constantly evolving. New technologies, new safety standards, environmental regulations. Employers want to know that they're hiring someone who's adaptable.
And committed to lifelong learning.
Exactly.
Okay, this has been fantastic. We've already covered so much, and I bet our listeners are feeling much more confident about tackling those interview questions. But before we move on, let's explore something else RoleCatcher offers.
That can give you a real edge in your job search.
We'll be right back to delve into the world of AI-powered career coaching.
And how RoleCatcher can help you tailor your application and fine-tune those interview skills.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back. So we've explored some of those common interview questions for crane technicians.
But now it's time to unlock a secret weapon
Yeah.
that can take your preparation to the next level.
RoleCatcher's AI-powered features.
This is where things get really exciting. RoleCatcher isn't just like a collection of information.
Right.
It's like having a personal career coach,
Powered by artificial intelligence.
guiding you every step of the way. One of the coolest features is their AI-powered resume and cover letter builder.
Because we all know how important it is to tailor your application to each specific job.
Oh, absolutely. But this AI actually does the hard work for you.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So how does it work? Does it just scan your old resume and sprinkle in some fancy industry buzzwords?
It's way more sophisticated than that. RoleCatcher's AI actually analyzes the job description you're interested in.
Okay.
Identifies those key skills and keywords that employers are looking for,
Right.
and then suggests how to highlight those strengths in your resume and cover letter.
So it's like having an expert recruiter saying, hey, they're really looking for someone with experience in hydraulic systems and a strong safety record. Make sure you emphasize that.
Exactly. It helps you tailor your application.
Make sure you stand out.
Yeah, and it goes beyond just keywords. It can even suggest ways to rephrase your accomplishments
Oh, wow.
to better align with the language in the job description.
That is incredibly helpful, especially for a field like crane technician, where there's a lot of technical jargon, industry-specific terms. This could really help someone translate their experience into something hiring managers understand.
Absolutely. It's like having a translator who speaks crane.
I love that.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
RoleCatcher's AI can also help you prepare for those interview questions.
Really? Tell me more.
It's like having a mock interview with an expert.
Oh, wow.
Someone who knows exactly what those hiring managers are looking for.
So you can practice your answers.
Yeah, and the AI gives you feedback.
It's not just giving you generic advice, it's actually analyzing your answers.
It's personalized feedback.
Wow.
It'll tell you if you're on the right track, if you need to be more specific, if you're using the right keywords. And it can even tell you if your tone and delivery are good.
That's incredible. It's like a virtual interview coach, giving you feedback and helping you polish your answers. And this is so valuable for a role like crane technician, where you need to show both your technical expertise and those soft skills.
Right. You need to be able to communicate effectively, problem solve, work in a team, and show you're committed to safety.
And RoleCatcher's AI can help you highlight all of that.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say our listener has aced the interview thanks to RoleCatcher's AI coaching. They landed the job, congratulations. But what happens next? How do you turn that job offer into a successful long-term career as a crane technician?
Well, that's where RoleCatcher's Career Guide comes in with some great insights. One path it highlights is specialization.
Yeah.
As you gain experience, you could become an expert in a particular type of crane, like tower cranes, mobile cranes.
So instead of being a generalist, you could be the go-to person for a specific type of crane or a specific system.
Right, that specialized knowledge makes you very valuable.
And I bet it makes your work more interesting too.
Absolutely. It's about finding your passion and becoming a master.
And RoleCatcher's AI can even help you figure out those potential areas of specialization.
It's like having a career counselor.
Not just to get the job, but to plan for the future.
Exactly. And remember, the crane industry is constantly changing. New technology, new materials, continuous learning is key.
So attending conferences, training courses, even just connecting with other professionals online, it all makes a difference.
Stay curious.
Expand your skills.
Right.
Okay, let's be real for a second.
Okay.
The life of a crane technician isn't always glamorous.
We're talking construction sites, industrial facilities, all kinds of weather conditions. It's physically demanding work.
Long hours.
Unpredictable schedules.
You need to be comfortable working at heights.
Around heavy machinery.
Safety is paramount.
Absolutely.
But despite all that, there's something really rewarding about this work, right?
Oh, for sure. There's a real sense of pride in knowing you're building and maintaining the infrastructure that keeps our world running.
And there's the thrill of working with these incredible machines. It's like you're a modern-day giant shaping the world around you.
I love that analogy. It's about combining your technical skills with artistry and precision.
To create something amazing.
And as we said earlier, the job outlook is really positive.
Growing industry. So not only is it a rewarding job, but there's good job security and opportunities for advancement.
Exactly. So if you're looking for a challenging but rewarding career,
where you can use your hands and your brain,
and make a real impact,
then crane technician might be the perfect fit.
it might be.
Okay, we've covered a lot in this deep dive.
We have
From interview questions to career paths.
the realities of the job.
But before we wrap up, let's leave our listener with something to ponder. Something that goes beyond those technical skills qualifications.
Something that speaks to what it really means to be an exceptional crane technician.
Intrigued.
Let's explore that in our final segment.
Okay, we're back for our final climb in this deep dive into the world of crane technicians. We've given you the tools to tackle those interview questions, map out potential career paths, and even navigate the real-world challenges of the job. But as we start our descent, I want to leave you with something to think about.
Something that goes beyond the technical stuff, you know?
Right, beyond the skills and qualifications. What really sets apart a good crane technician from a truly exceptional one?
I think it's that intangible quality.
The X factor.
The mindset, the attitude, the inner drive that makes them excel.
We've talked about safety, precision, problem solving under pressure. But what else makes a crane technician stand out? What are those hidden strengths that hiring managers are really looking for?
So picture this. You're on a busy construction site.
Okay.
A critical lift needs to happen. Pressure's on, the clock is ticking, and everyone's counting on you to get it done safely and efficiently.
High stakes. I can feel the tension already.
In that moment, it's not just about knowing how to operate the crane. It's about composure, focus, and an unwavering commitment to safety, even under stress.
That calm under pressure.
Yeah.
Being able to make those critical decisions when everything's happening so fast.
Exactly. It's like having this internal gyroscope that keeps you steady no matter what's going on around you.
Right.
And you can't just learn that from a textbook. It comes from experience, from facing those challenges, and really understanding the machine.
And I bet that shines through in an interview.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if it's not on your resume, hiring managers can sense those qualities. the confidence, the commitment to safety.
They're looking for someone they can trust to handle pressure and make the right calls, even in unexpected situations.
So as you prepare for your interview, remember, it's not just about your technical skills. It's about showing them you're reliable, resourceful, and resilient.
Show them you're not just someone who can operate a crane, but someone who elevates the whole team with their dedication to excellence.
And as you embark on your career journey, remember that learning never stops. Embrace those opportunities to learn, grow your skills, connect with others.
Stay curious, seek out mentors, and never lose that initial passion.
Because in the end, it's not just about building structures, it's about building a career you're proud of.
A career that's challenging, inspiring, and makes a difference.
And remember, you don't have to go it alone. RoleCatcher is there every step of the way, with resources, insights, and AI-powered tools to help you reach your full potential.
So embrace the challenge, reach for those heights. The world needs skilled, passionate, and dedicated crane technicians just like you.
And until our next deep dive, keep reaching for the sky.